All right, this is John Brass from RunMichigan.com. I'm talking to Tracy Lokken, who runs for Playmakers, and was third out here today in the USATF Half Marathon Masters Championship, as well as third overall in the race, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so how was the race out there for you today?
You know what, it wasn't all that bad. I went out to Bend, Oregon in December. Didn't run as well as I thought I was going to run, conducive to my training. And so I took a couple weeks off, and 1st of January started my training for Boston, and I said, I'm going to come down and do this. And it felt pretty good. You know, I went through the first mile at 5:07, and it was like, whoa, everything seems to be okay, everything seems to be fine. And I got through 7, and it was fun. I wasn't tired, and I ran well. It was a really nice day.
And I know it's probably a little warmer down here than up in Michigan, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been about -20 with the wind chill, -40 a couple days, but on average it's been chilly, so it's nice to take the layers of winter gear off and get down to some shorts and a tank top.
And I think you said you were around 111 today, right?
Yeah, 111 and some small change, which was fine. I looked at my watch at mile 1, and like I said, it was like 5:07, 5:08, and I went through 6 at 31:44, 31:45, and that's the last time I looked at my watch. And I just went on feel, and I felt great. Felt like I had a lot of gears in there, and so I was kind of like in no man's land, compared to first and second place, which I guess was 107 and 108 respectively. And like I said, I ran 111. It was fine.
And I know you said previously here you've been 4th, right?
Absolutely, and it's like, sometimes you go out and you train hard in the wintertime, and you come down here to Florida thinking you're in top-notch shape. This year I backed off on some of my training regimens and started incorporating some different things, and I ran a little slower time, but the humidity was a little high today, but I really didn't notice it. But I took 3rd, so I moved up a place, and hey, it's all good.
Yeah, and in the fall, I think you said you did Twin Cities, right?
Correct. Yeah. I ran 2:26, 40 or some change there. I ran 2:21 at Grandma's in June, so I was a little off. I thought I was in probably pretty good shape. Maybe I could run about 2:20, maybe under there. But that's what's so nice about running and racing. You're only as good as your last performance, and you do the best you can. And with that being said, hey, as long as I get an opportunity to lace them up and have fun, that's what I'm doing.
And then I think you said you got a couple weeks, you got an 8K coming up out in California, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Right now I'm the defending 8K champion. I was out in Williamsburg back in June, and I guess they moved it to Free California in February 23rd. And I just happened to check the website last week, and I said, well, hey, I got a sister who lives out in California. I called her up, and she said, hey, come on down. Only about 35 minutes from the race start. And I said, well, okay, so that's the plan of attack. All I got to do is just jump on an airplane and register, and everything should, be okay.
And then April will be Boston again, right?
Absolutely. April will be Boston, but in between that and California, I'm going to do Gate River, which is
really? Okay, yeah.
I was invited to come down to that too, and which is it's a nice venue, and I like to do a variety of races before I get to Boston. At least you get some racing under your belt, and you get some good training, and it kind of sees where your fitness level is, and that's the most important thing. This is the first race of the year for me, and I feel good. I feel strong. We'll see what happens. I'm not getting any younger, but I can't use that as an excuse, but I know one thing, I love to run. It's great.
And how do you, I know we were talking right after the race, and it sounded like you're able to get good training in up in the UP, and I think you said you just kind of layer up and stuff, right?
Well, absolutely. I always, I did a little editorial last week for our newspaper, and they asked me some questions about winter running, and the most important thing is to layer up. But our average temperature in the winter time is about 20 degrees, so a couple layers and things like that. Everything seems to be fine. It's when it gets really, really cold, and when you gotta put the extra layer on, gloves and things like that. But the way I look at it is if I'm wearing a lot more clothes, and I might get 2 or 3 weeks in, like that, my fitness level just goes through the ceiling. So when I get a chance to you know, come down to warmer areas and race and start taking some of these layers off. My fitness level is good, and it helps with your times.
Yeah, so, and I imagine you enjoy living up there in the UP, right?
You know what? You gotta live somewhere, you know, and it's, they say it's God's country. We get 4 seasons. Winters can be a little long, but if you're an outdoorsy kind of person, and it's a winter wonderland, and in the summers, I mean, the trails are just, there's abundance of them. And, you know, in spring and fall, and, you know, everybody likes to run cross country, and, you know, and like I said, in the spring, you get a chance to do an early marathon, at least I do Boston, and which kind of sets you up for summer. And you know what? Like I said, you got to live somewhere, and it's like I said, I like 4 seasons, and it's beautiful.
And I'm sure it's nice with your racing. You get to come places like this and get a little break from the winter.
Absolutely. You know, you know how it is. My mom and dad used to come down here when they were you know, still with us. They used to leave about November, and I used to get phone calls saying, "Oh, it's beautiful in Florida. It's 85, 90 degrees." And I say, "Yeah, well, it's only 20. It's 11 here." Well, you know, now it's my turn. I get to call some of my friends. They ask me what I'm doing. I said, "Oh, it's 80 in Florida, 90." And you know, of course, and they say, "Oh, it's cold here." And I said, "Well, I wish you were here, but you know, too bad."
Right. All right, well, Tracy, again, it's always good to see you, and great to see you do so well today out here, and look forward to seeing how you do in these next couple races coming up with AK Masters Championships, Gay River, and then Boston. So.
Hey, I appreciate it very much.